So I also in the same day I went to go see Backrooms. Backrooms to me wasn't a movie that I was hyped to go see when it trailer came out and things of that nature. But surprisingly, I let the internet dictate me going to go see that. More so, I let non movie watchers dictate because my whole thing was this, right? I pride myself on being I ain't gonna say a top tier movie watcher, but one of them ones, right? I don't watch BS. Or at least movies that I think is BS, right? Backrooms was one of those movies that I feel like was BS, bro. Backrooms was a movie that was in my way, and honestly, I wanted to go see Obsession. Like Obsession is a movie I wanted to go see, and I could have just seen that and been good, and not have to go back to that movie theater the next day. But Backroom, right? To rate Backroom, I wouldn't give it a rating because I'm honestly still kind of very shocked. So Backroom is a movie that's like this guy, he finds a back room in his building, right? He finds a back room, and he just explores it. And to explain the back room, what the back room was to y'all, to me, to or literally me just be lying to y'all because I have no clue what the back room was. So in a certain stance, I kind of feel like was the back room an escape or like an extension of his mind? But then it's just like how if he brought other people to the back room, but then at the same time, it's like the person who was controlling the back room, the person who was removing, doing things, and the only figure to be moving in that back room seemed to be him, right? And then at the end of the movie, it showed it was I guess it was him or a nightmare of him or whatever, right? They would just kill. They would just kill, 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 kill. And now they did mention in that movie, one of his therapists did mention that he I think he killed two people, like one or two people before. But then it was just like it was no this movie. I don't know. It was it was all over the place, bro. I don't. I think this was an A24 film. If this, I don't want to even put this on A24 because I know how they move, bro. This movie was just like it was just very out of the place. I would have rated it very very much lower, but the ending is what gave me some type of sense of like, okay, is this his mind? Like, does he can like even though I'm not gonna say that, but like, even though what happened at the end of the movie, I wonder, like, could like, okay, did he control the back room, bro? Like, was the back room an extension of his mind? Did he control the back room? Was the back room like a question I had was the back room just drawings that he made, like, cause he was a quote unquote architect? What if that was just drawings that he made in rooms and things of that nature? Was it that? You feel me? It was just a lot of like that movie just gave you a lot of what ifs. It gave you a lot of hints and hints and hints and hints. It gave you a lot of like, there's a McDonald's right here, there's a McDonald's right here, there's a Chick-fil-A right there, there's a Shake Shack. But it didn't give you any routes. It didn't tell you which one was closer. It didn't tell you that Shake Shack is all the way downtown. It didn't tell you that Chick-fil-A is on 12 Mile. It didn't tell you that McDonald's is right up the street. It didn't tell you that. It just told you McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Shake Shack. And that's how I was kind of confused with this movie. I wouldn't recommend this movie to anybody. But yeah, it didn't live up to its hype. I went into this movie expecting a lot. Like I'm saying, like, I'm in the movie theater. I'm like, yeah, I'm expecting to my mind to really get messed up. Like, people saying like they came out of this movie like, oh my god, like this movie was amazing. Ooh, ooh. And it wasn't like it wasn't like, what's that movie with the mirrors? That movie was more mind blowing than this one.